do a little New Year's Eve update here. See what everybody did. I mean, New Year's Eve is it used to be back in the day a big night. Big night. You go out and you get all dolled up and you get to go out and have fun. That's before you either A, got married, or B, had kids. One of the two, depending on your situation. For us, we just got old, and so because we actually didn't have kids. Like, my son was in Louisiana with his grandparents, so we had every reason to, like, get an Airbnb in Nashville and go out and have a good time, and we were in bed by like 10. And so maybe we can vicariously live through producer Connor, but we'll check in with him in a moment. For our end, my wife took half a day off since we didn't have a kid, and we were going to meet you that night for a comedy show. We didn't end up making that because, like I said, it didn't start till 7, and it was a long way away, and it was a long way home, and it was going to be late, and that didn't play well with old people. And we decided to do a little day date action, and my wife and I are both very competitive. Very competitive. I'm sure that surprises most of you.
How
about
bad she
me.
beat you?
We'll get to that. My wife doesn't beat me in much. I'm one of those people I can pick up just about anything and be decent at it. And I'm probably pretty good at most things. Like, not good, like, in the sense of, like, I'm that guy that can be decent at everything and great at nothing. You know, if that makes sense. But I can pick up just about anything. Like, I wanted to start, like, I played Rock Band, so I got a drum set, and I can kind of play the drums just by messing around in a video game, right? Like, I can't truly play the drums. I'm not going to sit down with a band. But if you didn't know any better, I could sit down on the drum set, and you'd think I knew how to play. Okay? So I'm pretty good at most things I try, and I don't say that to be cocky or anything. It's just it annoys my wife because I picked up golf, got pretty good at it pretty quick, and then put the golf clubs down after I, shot in the 80s. And so the one thing that my wife has never been able to get me to do is bowl. Hate bowling. It's a stupid game. It is a dumb game. You throw a big heavy rock down a waxy wood lane at a bunch of little pins. It is the dumbest game in the history of all games. Except for
That's what people say when they don't.
When they're
like
terrible at
bowling
something,
or they're
yes,
not good.
I know. I'm getting to that. If you'll stick with me,
That's why he hates it.
I'll frame
If
why I
he'd
hate
slaughtered
it.
her, it'd have been like,
It's the greatest game in the world.
Already.
TBA.
Yeah. Well, but here's the thing. Like, when my wife would want to go bowling, because she took bowling in college, which I thought was a farce to begin with. But that's neither here nor there. Her claim to fame is that she got a higher score than me on the ACTs by like 2 points. Okay. Now, mind you, I had a really long night the night before I took the ACTs, and I got a 27. So I just decided to stick with it because it's pretty good, even if you had a really long night the night before. And so that's her claim to fame in beating me at just about anything. And so we went bowling, and she proceeded to absolutely whoop my tail.
Woohoo!
Like, over and over and over again. We played 3 games, and she beat me every single time by like big. Like, real big.
Go,
Ask if you
Ashley.
need a little kid
Go,
bumper.
Ashley.
More or
Go,
less.
Ashley.
And I just want to be clear. I did not realize it was such a physical game.
It's heavy. I mean, your arms, yeah.
Like, I'm talking about my left knee has been screaming for help for the last 3 days. I'm out of shape, which is unlikely, this finely tuned athletic specimen here. Or bowling is just the most physical game. Like,
Well, you probably tried to be the man and be like, you know what? I need the 18-pound.
no, I threw a normal ball. It was just a little 13, a little 13-pound ball. It was the only one with the double X finger grips. Okay, I had to get my fat little nubby fingers down in there. I needed the 2X. I needed the 2X grip.
Speaking of COVID.
But no, they very well sanitized. Very well sanitized. They had that covered. But after that, we went to the axe throwing.
And you won or lost that?
Convincingly.
Okay.
No, she had no shot in the axe throwing. By the way, have you ever done that?
Yeah, but were you planning on going axe throwing, or did you have to do the axe throwing?
No.
because you
We,
also
we
bad
were
at bowling?
we were planning to do the axe throwing. Bowling. I actually said, why don't we go bowling? Because she had never been able to. I wanted her to have something. That's a true story.
Okay.
Like she's been asking me to bowl for 10 years, and I've told her no every single time, literally for 10 years, because I hate bowling, because I know I suck at bowling, which is why I don't like to bowl.
Yeah, I've been
I know
axe
what
throwing.
we can do now.
What's
like,
that?
We've all the women have been wanting to get together, and I've been trying to come up with something because Ashley was like, I'm not a planner. Like, don't let me.
Don't let her
no,
lie to you. She plans everything.
Chastity's been like, yeah, let's get together. And I'm the worst planner, too. Now I know what to do. We can go bowling.
Ashley was pretty sore too, so you probably have to give her a little time to recoup. Who would have thought it was such a challenging game?
I got in trouble with my family because of bowling one time.
How'd that happen?
I don't know if I can say this on the radio.
Probably not. Then if you don't think you can,
Well-
let's
You know, they don't do
Okay.
prank calls are not
Here
a
we
thing
go.
anymore, right?
Here we go.
People don't do prank calls anymore. But probably one of the best prank calls you can ever make is to a
Okay.
bowling alley.
Whoa.
Oh,
Except
no.
for-
What did you do?
Well, you call a bowling alley and you ask them if they have 15-pound balls.
Oh, no.
And when they say yes, you go, how do you walk?
Oh. Oh.
So my family got upset that I taught my young
Yeah,
son
really?
how to do that.
I just can't imagine.
Why is that so funny to me?
One of the best prank calls of all
Connor, you're laughing.
My gosh.
It's one of the best prank calls of all time.
Why is that so
I
funny?
guarantee
to
you
me?
right now throughout the Tennessee Valley, bowling alleys will be called today.
Because you're a freaking kid, Zach. That's why you're laughing.
That's fair. I accept
It's
that.
like somebody poots in the room and you're like,
The fact that you just said poot is hilarious in and of itself.
Yeah. That's a good prank call. I'm gonna try
man.
that today. That courtesy of Boomer.
You know.
Enjoy today. Start New Year's Eve off by
How do
calling
you walk?
Happy New Year, everybody.